1 2 test 1 2 test test 1 2 test 1 2 1 2.
Okay.
next week.
Where's he moving?
Check, check, check. Yeah. Check, 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 check. Sound like it. I don't know. Doesn't seem right.
Testing.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Check, 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 check. You gotta use
Check.
the- Check,
Check.
check.
Yeah, it's on. Check.
Okay.
Check. You gotta check it.
Yeah, yeah.
Start right before we begin.
Okay, before the meeting.
Yep.
And can I say a few words about it?
We are 3 minutes. 7:30. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to B'nai Israel. The letters of the Hebrew alphabet can be understood to contain important mystical meanings and connections. And it's worth sharing again that if you add up the letters for the word Shirah, song, if you add up each one of the letters in terms of their meaning, their numbers, you get 515. And if you add up the letters in the word tefillah, or prayer, you also get 515. The significance, song deepens the worship experience. Yet to make this a trifecta, note how the Hebrew name of our director of sacred music is likewise Shira, song, 515. And while I didn't play the number 515 in the lottery today, I, together with everyone here, is nonetheless a winner, as this is Composer's Shabbat, with our prayers enhanced and directed through melodies composed by our own resident composer, Shira, aka Linda Goodman, whose work we have lovingly embraced, along with other talented musicians and composers, including Dennis Gilliam and Cantor Hala Shackner, for whom B'nai Israel has been home. For many years now, they have helped to shape our individual and collective spirituality. And we are grateful to Linda, to Shira, and her many helpers and friends. Our cup runneth over, and not only does our cup runneth over, our choir pod runneth over as well. For tonight's special music, this Shabbat, on the eve of Jason's becoming a bar mitzvah, and the letters, incidentally, in Jason's Hebrew name, Chaim Velvel, is 280. So 795, 280 plus 515 might be the luckiest number tonight. We continue page 128 with Hine Mato. Yeah, I think our microphone is a little bit more live than it should be.
Shabbat Shalom.
And again, welcome. We now turn to page 120 for Hadlakat Hanerot, for publicly kindling the lights of Shabbat together. We invite forward Jason's mom, Bonnie Vogelai, and Grandma Lainey Sussman to lead us this evening in candlelighting. Page 120.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, the our lives, give light to all who behold us.
As their brightness reminds world who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu la'ad l'ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with the mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Please join with me.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lechad likner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you. Page 142.
I just want to say a couple words about Composer Shabbat. It's very special to me. It's a time to honor the many musicians who have called B'nai Israel home through the years. Student cantors, singers, musicians who have been inspired by this congregation, this beautiful sanctuary, to create beautiful melodies inspired by age-old texts. But it's also an opportunity for me to thank all of you for supporting my creative efforts. I thank Rabbi Eric, whose constant support and encouragement has allowed me to do things I had no business attempting. In all the years we have been together, I've never heard him say, "You can't do that." He really lets me try things out. It's really quite wonderful. And I thank the choir, Michaela, for your good-natured enthusiasm and your faith that the pieces I give you will eventually work out, even if they don't sound so good at the beginning. They give me the feedback, we work together. It's a great collaboration. And I thank all of you for being open-minded and willing to stray from traditional melodies to explore something new. And I know that's not always easy. We love what we grew up with, but I thank you so much for being brave like that. I feel very lucky to have a home here at B'nai Israel and this incredible environment. All the pieces you will hear tonight have a special B'nai Israel stamp. They were composed or arranged by congregants over the years. This first piece is Shalom Aleichem, was composed by Debbie Friedman, not a congregant, but a talented young musician in the 70s who breathed new life into many of the service prayers and really influenced so many of us to say, and kind of made us feel like, well, I can really try to do that. And we've created music inspired by her. She wrote hundreds of pieces, and she inspired thousands of composers, musicians, and singers, including many of us here at B'nai Israel. So we would love to welcome Shabbat with Shalom Aleichem. It's a relatively new tune. We've done it before here, but it's a simple chorus, and you're going to hear the chorus 4 times. So maybe you won't sing it the first time, maybe you'll sing it quietly the second time, but by the time we get to the 3rd time, I expect you to be singing it along with us. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, All right, page 142. At least follow the words. Boachem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, milachei elyon, mi melech malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Bimelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Uni l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, mi melech malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Elet, Malachei Elyon, Bimelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shuvechem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, mi melech malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, mi melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom.
144, as Jason leads us in the Chatzikah.
Yikadal v'yikada shemei rabba. Be'alma divrak yotev li'amich mahutei. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dekol beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, u'v'zman kariv. V'meru, amen. Yehi shemei rabba mevorach, le'olam ol me'al maya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitroman, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yithaleh, v'yithalal, shemei dekudesha, brechu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushpechata v'nechemata, dameran belma, v'imeru, amen. Please rise.
Page 146.
Baruch hu et
turn to page 148. Jason is our reader.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are the creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening.
Baruch
Adonai, Hama Aviv, Aravim.
Page 150. We read together in English.
Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them. They are our love and
lengthens our days. Praise to you,
Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Page 152.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Evad. Please be seated.
We turn to page 154. We join together with Jason in the Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom halevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlektecha b'derech ukshok becha uvekumecha uvsharta layot al yadecha v'hayu totavot b'neinecha tavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru Ve'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'etem kedoshim le'olechem. Ani Adonai Elolechem asher hotzeiti etem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'elohim. Ani Adonai Elolechem.
And that. We turn to page 157. Jason is our reader.
Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to the promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
We turn to page 158 for Mi Chamocha, and I suspect that many will recognize this melody.
Like your God, your power is awesome and mighty. The eternal will reign forever, forever and ever. Mi kamocha, Elohim Adonai. Mi kamocha, Nedar Bakodesh. Tehillah, Michamocha.
We now turn to page 160.
Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
We're streaming tonight, so unless we were here, we wouldn't get picked up at all. And you may want this Sunday.
Page 160.
Atah
We now turn to page 162, Vishamru, the Vishamru which we are singing. This is the first Hebrew prayer on the top of page 162. Please rise. We turn to page 164. We join with Jason and Linda in the tefillah, the prayers beginning on page 164, continuing on the right-hand pages, the even-handed pages, to page 170.
Adonai Sifatati Tov Uvia Gita Hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Ha'ora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konecha Kol, V'Zocher Chasdevot Ve'imachot, U'mevli Gula Livnei B'neihem, L'man Shemo Be'avaha, Melech Ozer Moshiach Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol atah Lavra Hoshia, Mechayel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Ve'ofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim,
Umekaye emunato lishane avar. V'nichamocha ba'al giverot umido melach. Melach mimi tumechaye umatzmiach Yeshua. V'nehemanata l'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mikayeh hakol. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated.
We turn to page 173. Jason is our reader.
May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise.
Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh ha-Shabbat. With the many challenges before us as individuals, as a people, and as a nation, including the increasing number of acts of prejudice and hate, such as this week anti-Semitic graffiti from Cleveland to New Jersey to Boston this morning, it's possible to become discouraged. But let us never despair. Instead, may we be agents of hope as we remind ourselves and we remind the source of peace of the need for shalom within our lives and in our world. We sing Shalom Rav, page 178.
And this tune was a gift from our beloved Dennis Gilliam, who has now moved on to wider pastures, snowier pastures in Minnesota. But he left us with this gift, and we think of him often. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tazim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tazim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lekol shalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon lekol shalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tazim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tazim Leolam. B'tov be'necha livarech et amcha Yisrael. B'chol edu v'chol shah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tazim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tazim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai Oseh Shalom. Baruch atah Adonai Oseh Shalom. Shalom
לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. שלום רב. Shalom Rav. We pause for silent meditation.
Page 180. We now turn to page 364 for our Torah service. For those who are able, please rise. We invite forward Jason's Uncle Jared Sussman and Grandpa Barry Sussman, who will be opening our ark, and we invite forward Jason's brother Cody, who will be carrying our Torah crowns. We sing Ki Mitzion, page 364.
Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Udibar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Le'am lo Yisrael b'kedushato.
66.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlu Adonai iti, umeromema Shemo yaktav. Lecha Adonai hagidula, v'hagibura, v'hatiferet, v'hanetzach, v'hahod. Kiko b'shamayim u'ba'aretz, Kiko b'shamayim u'ba'aretz. Lecha Adonai ha'malacha, ve'ahinaseh lechol erosh.
It's likely of little surprise that we are commanded in the Torah to be open, inclusive, fair to humans, to animals, to all. But just where does that instruction occur? In part, in a segment which we read tonight of the laws given to our people. We are to reject favoritism, we're to treat the stranger appropriately, and those on the margins with respect and with fairness and kindness. Last week, we read the 10 Commandments, the 10 utterances, which included as number 3 the importance of solemn oaths. We read this week about false rumors. 2, within ordinary speech, the idea is that we likewise possess the capacity to do great harm. Moreover, the Torah points us how a distortion of the truth, beginning with rumor mongering, can intensify into perjury. Precisely because it's not always easy, we are reminded to be upright in our speech and in our deeds. Our Torah portion tonight is Exodus 23. I'll be reading verses 1 through 9, page 580, and then the continuation of this portion will be read in the morning by Jason. We invite forward the Amdu Rishon for our first Aliyah to the Torah, Rob and Lisa Sussman, Jennifer and Jeff Torborg, Jason's aunts and uncles. Right here. Okay, the blessing.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Hamim V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. And hold the wooden handle right here. Amen. Lo tisa shemea shav al tashet yadcha im rasha lahiot ed chamas. And you shall not carry false rumors, nor shall you work, literally join hands with an evil one in order to be a witness, a malicious witness. Lo tehiyeh acharei rabim, you will not follow after the mighty or after the many, lira'ot, in order to do evil. V'lo ta'aneh al rav, lintot acharei rabim lahatot, nor will you testify in such a manner so as to support the mighty or the many perversely. Badal lo tedar berivo, and conversely, a poor person you shall not favor either in their disputes. Blessing after.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torat Emet V'Hayei Olam Natan B'Tochenu Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Thank you. Please join us right on this side. Great. Thank you. I'll take that back. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Via Amod Sheni, we invite forward Jason's older brother, Jeremy, for our second Aliyah to the Torah. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. And Jeremy, if you hold the wood handle right here. Amen. Ki tifke shor oivcha o chamaro to'e hashev tshivenu lo. And when you encounter your enemy's ox or their donkey wandering, you shall assuredly restore it to him. Ki tire chamor sonacha rovetz tachat masa'o. And when you see your enemy's donkey falling underneath its heavy burden, v'chaldata me'azovlo, and you would refrain from lifting him up, from assisting the donkey, azov to azov imo. You must nevertheless lift him up. You must raise up the donkey. Lo tate mishpat, you shall not pervert justice, evioncha berivo, for the needy in their disputes.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chaye olam natah b'tohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Excellent job. Thank you. And thank you. And we invite forward for our third aliyah to the Torah this evening, the Ya'amdu Shlishi. We invite forward the Paley family. Andrew, right there.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Amen. Midavar sheker tirchak, and keep away from false words. V'naki v'tzadik al tahog ki lo atzdik rasha. And a person who is innocent and just, do not kill, because God says, I will not acquit, I will not justify an evil one who does such. V'shochad lo tikach, and don't take a bribe. Ki hashochad ye'aver pichim, because bribes blind the eyes. V'yisalef divrei tzadikim, and they pervert the words of the just. V'ger lo tilchatz, and don't oppress the stranger. V'yetem yadatem et nefesh hager, and you know the feelings, you know the soul of the stranger. Ki gerim hayitem be'eretz Mitzrayim, because you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chaye olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Sherry. Thank you. We now invite forward Jason's uncle, Robert Sussman, who will be raising our Torah, and grandmother and grandfather, Lainey Sussman and Larry Turkle, who will be dressing our Torah. We rise as the Torah itself will be raised. V'zot HaTorah will be found on the bottom of page 370. Absolutely. You want to lower it down a little bit? Yeah, you want to lower it down just to get better grip. Okay.
Vizota Torah Asher Sam Moshe Lifnei Bnei Yisrael Al Pi Adonai V'yad Moshe.
I'm just going to change your
La
hands.
la la la
It'll
la
buckle right in the front.
la la
Right in the front.
la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
We turn now to page 374, Eitz Chaim. He will be found at the bottom of the page. We invite forward great aunt and uncle, Faye and Harvey Josephson, to open our ark as the Torah will now be returned to the ark. Please be seated. Each Shabbat we pray on behalf of dear ones within and beyond our congregational family who are ill and in need of healing. We voice the hope that they might know comfort and support, that they are not forgotten nor forsaken. I invite you now to raise your hand, and after I silently acknowledge you, speak the names of those persons not on our prayer list, for whom likewise we should pray this Shabbat. Translation, please God, please heal them. That was part of the Torah portion when Linda became a bat mitzvah, and that composition is Linda's. Lo tihiye rabim l'ra'ot. You must not side with the mighty, or you must not side with the many to do wrong, says our Torah reading this Shabbat as I read. As one commentator explains, we are to cling to what's right, despite the temptation to follow popular opinion, including when popular opinion is bent on the perversion of justice. The segment I presented speaks first to everyone and then specifically to judges about the importance of integrity, lest law have no meaning and human dignity and the sacred be diminished. There's often an urge to view such ancient understandings as antiquated, outdated, no longer relevant. Yet the Torah sounds very contemporary indeed in its support of the difficult and often lonely quest to avow justice, even in the face of a mob mentality. A recent essay in The Atlantic by historian and writer Anne Applebaum detailed demagogic-inspired attacks on judges imperiling democracy in Poland and in other nations. In Poland, leaders from the governing political party, misnamed the Law and Justice Party, directed officials in the Ministry of Justice to pursue an online trolling campaign to discredit public figures, particularly to discredit judges. Beginning last summer, those judges whose rulings or public comments were critical of government policy, including the country's Supreme Court Chief Justice, were harassed and subjected to smear campaigns. This is part of an effort to destroy an independent judiciary there. There's concern that judges could be used to politicize the courts and lock up political opponents. For example, Poland's current Minister of the Interior had falsely manufactured evidence against another politician, but was pardoned by Poland's president. For Poland's state television, under the control of the Law and Justice Party, defies a constitutional provision to ensure political neutrality in broadcasting by broadcasting a nightly program depicting judges as corrupt and greedy. For example, a segment about a judge who stole a sausage from a store was aired. But it didn't focus on how that judge was retired for many years and was mentally ill. Another judge's picture was photoshopped so that his picture appeared at a demonstration and it looked like he was giving the camera the finger during a demonstration, while in reality, the judge had been holding up two fingers in the victory sign. The V for victory sign, they photoshopped out one of the fingers. As things are going, it's possible that the European Court of Justice may eventually rule that Polish courts can no longer be trusted. In other countries, too, the judiciary is under attack. The far-left Greek ruling party, Syriza, has also had fights with independent-minded judges. In Israel, Prime Minister Netanyahu has sought to undermine the Supreme Court and the Attorney General in Israel. And in our own country, Judges have been demeaned as Obama judges, as pro-Mexico, or as totally biased. And Justice Department prosecutors have been maligned as dirty cops. To return to our Torah portion, Lo tihyeh acharei rabim l'ra'ot. You must not side with the mighty or the many to do wrong. Because the passage relates, God says, Ani no lo atzdik rasha. I will not acquit a wrongdoer, or I will not acquit the guilty. A wrongdoer is not a tzaddik, just and righteous, as ultimately all are held account for our actions. Rather than of no consequence in the modern world, faith can help guide us to think through our priorities. Torah can inspire in us the courage to stand at times in uncomfortable or lone dissent, to stand up to the powerful and the mighty on behalf of the rights of all people to impartial justice. That passage concludes, for you know the feelings, that is, you know the soul of the stranger, having yourself been strangers in the land of Egypt. As Jews and their dear ones, we are instructed that the critical lesson of our history is to defend against injustice. Hence, when in Poland and beyond, goodness or freedom are threatened by the mighty and the many, the source of blessing teaches us to be hopeful, resolute, and steadfast. Particularly, though not exclusively on Composer Shabbat, that sacred message is reflected in our worship from the beginning through its end, through special melodies and their context. As a little later we sing Adon Olam, may we acknowledge the deep joy that follows perseverance of clinging to rectitude and transmitting it from one generation to the next. Ken Yehi Ratzon, be this God's will. We turn to page 586 for those who are able. We rise for the Aleinu. The Aleinu that we chant is the second paragraph down on page 586. Jason opens our ark. Please be seated. Page 591 for V'ne'emar. We turn to page 598, and we call to mind our own beloved dead. I ask that those in mourning or remembering the anniversary of the death of a loved one, and who have trekked to this sanctuary during Shiva or Shloshim or for Yartzeit. Should you be able, please rise when their name is mentioned. During Shiva, we remember Eric Hall, partner of Michelle Rosen, father of Rebecca and Morgan. During Shloshim, Morley Kadola Levy, wife of Ken. This Shabbat, remember the Yartzeits, the anniversaries of the deaths of Lillian Bisnov, Molly Leah Blank, Lena Cohen, Layla Ferrer, Gordon A. Gano, William Goldman, Gloria Golfin, Nellie B. Klein, Martha P. Leonard, Louis W. Millen, Herman Pace, Irving Pollock, Catherine A. Raffel, Alvin Tendler, Henry A. Weissman, and Eleanor Zimmerman. If there are additional names to mention for Kaddish this Shabbat, please feel free to rise and say their names now. A practice within our congregation is to further consider these people. If you're comfortable so doing, we now invite you to share with this minyan a brief reflection or reference about a dear one on our Kaddish list. We also recall those American troops who have died this week, PFC Walter Luark. And each Shabbat, we also mention 6 names amongst the 6 million murdered in the Holocaust, the Shoah. And we now remember Vega Tabachnik, Golda Barak, Shlomo Barak, Rachmil Chines, Agnes Pinter, and Marianne Pinter. In remembrance, in solidarity, and on behalf of those for whom there is no one but us to say Kaddish, we now invite all present to rise if you are able. Page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, B'alma divrach hirutei v'yamich malchutei, B'chaye chon v'yomei chon, V'chaye dekol beit Yisrael, Ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah v'varach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiram ve'alma v'yamru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Zuchronam levarcha, may their memories be for blessing, and let us say, Amen. Please be seated. We turn to page 625 for Adon Olam.
Give us just a second to set up for Adon Olam. It's very fitting for Composer Shabbat that Jason's family, the Vogelites, came up with a very special melody for Adon Olam, and his brother Cody is going to work the mandolin into the arrangement. So it'll be a very familiar tune. So find the words on page 625 and please join with us. I'm not going to give it away. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'et nasav v'chefzo kol azay melech shemo nikra v'yakarei kiklok hakol livado yimlok nora Vihu haya, vihu hove, vihu yeh b'tifara. Adon Olam asher malach, b'terem kol yitzir nivra. Li'et nasav b'chev sohol azai melech shemo nikra. Vihu echad, ve'en sheni liham shelo v'hapira. Beli reshit, beli tali, velo haot v'hamisra. Adon Olam asher malach, b'terem kol yitzir nivra. Li'et nasav b'chev sohol azai melech shemo nikra. V'hu Eli, v'chai go'eli, v'tzur chevli v'etzara. V'hu nisi, umanosli, minat kosi v'amikra. Adon Olam asher malach, b'terem kol yitzira. Li'et nasav b'chev sohol azai melech shemo nikra. B'yado afkid ruhi, be'ekti sham v'yahira. V'him ruhi kiviyati, Adon alivi lo era. Adon Olam asher malach, b'terem kol yitzir nivra. Li'et nasav b'chev sohol azai melech shemo nikra. Adon Olam asher malach, b'terem kol yitzir nivra. Li'et nasav b'chev sohol azai melech shemo nikra. Thank you, Vogelize.
Thank you, just beautiful. So tell me, when George Harrison was walking around in Eric Clapton's garden writing that song in the 1960s, do you think that one day he would think that it would go to Adon Olam? But if he heard it, he would probably say, Adon Olam goes to everything.
Yes.
And this as well. Good news this week. One piece of good news this week. Other good news at all this week?
Yeah. Well, there was a birthday, and there's going to be a bar mitzvah tomorrow. That's very good news.
Other birthdays or anniversaries this past week? Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, our service begins. Jason will be called to the Torah as a bar mitzvah tomorrow. Religious school on Sunday. The rabbi's discussion group class on Tuesday. And then we're back here on Friday night. Am I missing any other announcements this week? Huge. Sisterhood Book Group at noon. What? 10:30 at Starbucks. And good. Thank you to the Vogelai family for tonight's oneg. We turn. Pardon me. Thank you to Michaela for the oneg. Indeed. Thank you very, very much. We turn to page 123. Part that Jason has most been looking forward to, leading Kiddush. And so we join together with him and Linda, page 123 in Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, b'yavav ratzon, hinotanu, zikaron b'maaseh,
ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון, כנחתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Amen. Ugh.
You know what? It's usually worse than this.
Tastes like throw up.
Jason, you like the
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ashroti lecha min haaretz. Amen.
Amen. B'tevon. May God's presence be with you and give you peace. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Okay, I'll take a little piece and give to Linda.
Thank you.
And we're going to walk this way.